What's up, guys? Trey Lewellen here on Unstoppable Core week number 6. Soon I won't be able to even use my fingers. There'll be too many unstoppable cores. But I hope you're excited because I'm excited, and I'm going to talk to you about what's everybody knows about this, rebates, right? But you never think about it until someone brings it up. It's like, that's a great idea. That's ingenious. I should have thought about that sooner. So now here it is, right? I'm giving you that pivotal point in life where now you can say, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to start doing rebates. So let me tell you, let me start this Unstoppable Core by telling a couple stories. And this is where I got my epiphany. And so I want to share those epiphanies with you. And hopefully, boop, 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 light bulbs will go off and you're like, I know what I'm doing. So story number 1, light bulbs. There was a guy, we had our UPS guy here. And this guy talks to a ton of companies, tons of companies, and I love just grabbing stories from these guys. And really great guy. I was like, hey, what's the craziest marketing strategy you've ever seen? What's the craziest deals you've ever seen? Like, give me some good stuff. He's like, you know what, I got to tell you a story real quick. And the story is of a guy who sold light bulbs. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But what did he do? Why was his so great? And he goes, he would walk into a store and he would be able to get his product in the store and list it into their magazines, their pamphlets. They would advertise for him. I was like, that's absolutely amazing. How did you do that? And he goes, by rebates. I was like, okay, so like $1 off? He's like, no. They sold the light bulbs for $10, okay? Or the light bulbs sold in the stores for $10. He sold them to the retail store for $5, so they made 100% margin. But what he wrote on the box was the secret sauce, and that was 100% rebate. Think about that, 100% rebate. So someone's walking into a store, they're looking at light bulbs that they're gonna buy, and they see this box that says 100% rebate, out of all the other ones that say no rebate. Which one do you think they're going to take, right? So it had a high take rate because this guy was willing to give back over 200%, right? Because they bought him for $5. He's giving $9 back to the customer when they turn that in, 100% rebate. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So that allowed him to get into all these big retail chain stores. It allowed him to get published in their magazines and email chains. It created such an amazing thing. But here's where the key is rebates. It's like, well, Trey, wouldn't he go bankrupt? Well, the thing is only 3% asked for the rebate. 3%. That's amazing. That's amazing. Just recently, one of our coworkers here, Bob, came to me. He goes, the craziest thing happened to me and my wife the other day. I was like, well, tell me what you got, Bob. And he said, you know, me and my wife, we went to a retail store. It starts with a K, ends with an S. I don't know if you know what that store is. But they went there and I think they bought a dress or a shirt or whatnot. And they're walking out of the store. They're driving to Starbucks. And an hour later, the wife gets an email because guess what you can do now? You can say, send me an email receipt, right? How many stores have you guys been in that says, oh yeah, send the receipt. I'll just send it to my email because I don't want paper. Well, these stores are starting to get smart and they're starting to send the receipts. But guess what's included on the receipt? What's attached is a coupon. But it's a timed coupon. And it said, hey, you know what? Thanks for visiting our store today. If you come in within the next 12 hours, we'll give you an entire 30% discount store-wide. So you know exactly what they did? They went, they turned around, they went back to the store and bought more. How crazy. But guess what? That's a kind of a rebate. Hello? Anybody recognize this cup? You guys probably do. Starbucks is doing the same thing right now. Where you walk into Starbucks in the early morning, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, maybe you've been a witness of this. But what they're doing is they're giving you a receipt, and on the bottom of the receipt it says, hey, if you come in after 2 o'clock, we'll give you a free half off cup of Joe. So now people are going in the morning, they're returning later that day to buy 2 cups versus 1. So almost doubling their sales just by a little coupon on a rebate side. So what's the idea here with rebates? Well, rebates, they incentivizes, get this right, incentivizes the client to take action. And that's exactly what we want. This is how you can outperform the competition, by giving rebates. Because only you know the percentage of take rate, okay? So, what does this do? These are rebates. So rebates create sales, create revenue. That's what they generate. That's what we want. I love these things. Hopefully you guys are getting as excited as I am because I'm all jacked up about these things. All right, so that means the higher, and this is what you got to know, is the higher the rebate amount, the higher the take rate. okay? So some of you guys probably have like a $50 product and you're like, I don't want to give away 100% of my rebate, right? Because they're more intrigued. The higher the amount that they get back, the more intrigued they are to get their money. So if it's like maybe you've been to like your local grocery store, right? When you go there, on the little liquor aisle, not that I would know, but on the liquor aisle, they have these little tags on the liquor that says, oh, $2 rebate, right? When you mail this in. Well, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? It's 14 bucks. I'll get 12. I might do that. I never do it. You know, it's $2. So it doesn't have a high take rate. But if it was like, hey, get 10 bucks off or get 20 bucks off, well, okay, I might do that because that's 20 bucks. So always remember that. The higher the rebate amount, the higher the take rate on that, okay? So now here's kind of like the what of a rebate is, but now let's kind of dive into, well, how do I do a rebate? And what's nice is you're the only one that's going to know your percentage. That's how you get ahead of the competition. So I love this. I love creating a button. We talked about thank you pages on Unstoppable Core week number 5. So make sure you go back to that one. Great episode. But what I do there is on the thank you page, I'll put a little button that says click here to receive $20 off today's purchase. So let's say someone just ran through your cart. They had a $100 cart. You can now give them $20 off today's purchase. Here's a really cool one. Maybe you do a freemium to premium. If you don't know what that is, you need to go back to like week number 2, week number 3 of Unstoppable Core. Amazing stuff. But what I'm talking about here is when you do a freemium to premium funnel and give $20 off to someone who made a purchase for 10 bucks, now you're talking, because now they're like, wait a minute, I just spent $10 and now you're going to give me $20 off? Absolutely. So how do we do that? Well, when they call in, when they click here, we're taking them maybe to a price point of $50 or $100, and we're slicing that off. We're giving that to them for 30 bucks, or we're giving that to them for $80. Okay, see what I did there? So I'm taking the $20 maybe that they spent, I'm getting them to spend more by going to more and buying more stuff. So they're getting those discounts, kind of like the Kohl's shirt, right? They saw a discount, they ran back to the store. Same thing here. People love discounts. People love rebates. So hey, let me give you a rebate real quick off that purchase you did here today. And I'm going to do that by showing you a different product. Love, love, love this one. If you guys have a call center, make sure you grab this one. Call this number to receive your $20 off today's purchase. Hey, sir, thank you for calling in. What we're going to do now is we're able to give you that. Thank you for calling in for your $20 off purchase, right? We just head with that. We start with that. And then from there, we just walk them through the sale. We'd walk them through the same typical sale that we're doing here. Another one, you guys are mailing out physical products. Why not slip in a rebate card, right? If you're already mailing it out, it doesn't cost you any postage. All it's going to cost you is a sheet of paper that says $20 off your purchase, right? Act now. Here's a rebate. And then once they go buy this, they just send in the receipt, send in the rebate card stapled together, and that's when you send it out. What about email? Just like you heard, Bob's story, right? They already figured this one out, is by email, you can send out these rebates to get people to turn around and come back and buy more. That's exactly what you want to do. So hopefully you guys can see now the power that rebates give you. It's absolutely astonishing. It's created revenue sources for our business, and I hope it will for you too. Thanks again for watching Unstoppable Core. This was week 6. I'll see you on next week's episode.